All right, it is May 23rd, and you might be thinking, wait a second, that's a Thursday. And yes, it is a Thursday because...
it's punk rock bowling time.
Yep, it is punk rock bowling time there, as Damian Abraham of Turned Out a Punk says at the beginning of like every episode for the last 2 months in his promo for punk rock bowling, because he's been doing special punk rock bowling guests and episodes mixed in with his regular episodes, and I mean the whole podcast I recommend, Turned Out a Punk. And Damian Abraham might sound familiar because he's the lead singer of the band Fucked Up. So, there you go. But yeah, it's
punk rock bowling time.
Punk rock bowling time. And yes, that means the time has come for the annual pilgrimage to downtown Las Vegas, you know, the old town Vegas, for punk rock bowling with that fucking fantastic lineup. Seeing, you know, Devo, Descendants, Madness, broke up. Only 2 Ds, sorry. But yeah, fucking amazing bill. Even has some bucket list stuff like Billy Bragg there, Scatolites. Of course. Be sure to catch the chats. The Strawboys, you will not be disappointed. They are fucking amazing. And yeah, if you haven't caught them before, then you'll be blown. Your mind will be blown. But if you have, then you're just going to enjoy it even more. Fucking amazing. But also, yeah, of course, Madness. That's another bucket list band for me. Quicksand. The English Beat I've seen a couple times. Actually, and Kate Clover's actually really good. I actually caught her at the Lost Leaf, RIP. But fucking awesome stuff. And Rocket from the Crypt, Subhumans. I mean, you can't go wrong here. With Descendants, that also means you gotta, you know, potentially buy their special collector's shirt that they do like at every stop of their tours. I know. And also, it means it going up this early because I'm going to do the trek again. I've still been experiencing chronic fatigue. Our first solution I didn't seem to be doing too much so far. But if you've been watching my updates, and I have it here so I can actually remember what it's called, the modafinil. I've been put on a stimulant, so today is day 2 of it, and I still had to take a nap. So we'll see how it goes. They said it might take a little to be used to, but maybe I'll be able to do more. But because I'm still not sure, I did get rid of my festival ticket, so unfortunately I'm going to miss a lot of that awesomeness. Some of you guys will not, though, and I'm envious. But I did keep all my club shows, so we're going to try and make it to all Bad Cop. We can finally, hopefully, see Not. Those are some awesome dudes with Brendan and all. Finally see them. And then I have a ticket for Suicide Machines, which have only seen once, and I fucking love them. But they haven't been to Phoenix in over a decade. And of course, that would mean top of the party. Plus, Catbite's on there, and Escape from the Zoo's on. It's a fucking great show. There's like 5 bands. But also, I have a ticket for RKL. What? That band? It came back? Kind of, yes. The living members have reunited, and they have put Tony of Municipal Waste as lead vocalist. And so, originally when I bought it, the hope was I would, because the set time actually takes place after Suicide Machine, so I could. But we'll see how my energy is, and I might have to pick one or the other. We'll see. I'm holding out hope still. Maybe this stuff will help me out. And then, yeah, Billy Bragg has a club show, so that's a bucket list I'm going to be able to go catch. Plus, Gen Pop with the Pop Pops on there. Chatty George, Cheshi, doing an acoustic there. Like, that can be a fucking cool show. And then, again, depending on if this medicine actually might help with my stupid, long, chronic fatigue that I've been dealing with. Thank you, COVID. This is some bullshit. But maybe I'll get a Monday ticket and either show up late and catch Madness, or depending on my energy, maybe catch more of the day. I'm like fingers crossed for like fucking hoping. But yeah, it's a fucking banger. I'm gonna see probably a lot of you guys. Gonna see some of my friends from out of town, and I'm gonna also be doing a lot of resting in my hotel room to just try to make it to those club shows at minimum. So we'll see. But yeah, that's fucking awesome. The other thing though is this is going up a day early, so I can still bring you 7 days of show suggestions around the Phoenix area and Arizona. In general, I find stuff in Flagstaff and Tucson and stuff here and there. So let me tell you about it. Let's go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I'm recommending shows that with at least one artist that I think are fucking awesome, maybe more. And of course, even if it's only one, usually the supporting stuff is really good and complimentary and awesome. So you probably enjoy it showing up to any of these. And also, of course, as someone who's been dealing with long COVID shit for almost 23 months, fucking hell. Definitely advocating, if you're doing indoor shows, to wear a mask as just, a nice precaution and, make the spaces more inclusive and welcoming to our immunocompromised friends and lower the risks to our touring friends so they have less chance of illness interrupting. And not just COVID, just in general, any airborne illness. It helps lower the risk of. So, throw that out there. Also, while I'm throwing it out there, this fucking amazing shirt that there's even more. Yep. Like the one at the trunk space, at least until the current one shuts down. Hopefully it's not too long before they find a new spot. But thank you to Lynn for this shirt. This is awesome. And thank you to Michael for getting it to me. So I want to throw that out there at the top. And then other housekeeping, of course, be sure to like this video, assuming if you like it. And wherever you're watching this, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads. I'm trying to think where else I've posted stuff. But yeah, and if you're watching on YouTube, click, there we go. That's better. You can click right there and hit subscribe. It's free. Get notifications when any of these videos or any other content goes live. And yeah, and it helps me because as those numbers go up, one day we'll get ad revenue and other features on YouTube. And that's the other thing that helps. So throw it out there. Of course, the other thing you can do, since I don't get ad revenue, is, well, if you're watching on Facebook, there is a stars thing. You can always tip there. But if you're not watching, or you want to go to Patreon anyways, patreon.com/everyshowjoe, patreon.com/everyshowjoe, and you can go over there, $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever you want, and you can always cancel whenever. And it's like, think of it like tipping also. And that's why then even $1 a month is fine. $5 a month, like buying me a soda or a water or a beer or whatever at a mid-size Phoenix review. Or maybe a hole in the wall these days. But yeah. So you can always go there. And thank you everyone that does support me there. I fucking appreciate it. It helps me with stuff like ticket costs, like those club shows, and helping with gas and that kind of stuff. So appreciate you guys. And for, of course, the equipment that we use like this. It might be a green screen. Let's see. But yeah, thank you guys. Patreon.com/everyshowjoe. The other thing you can do that's completely free, everyshowjoe.com. That's where I post my video, I do post these videos, but also I post my photography with my proper camera. I post write-ups and shows that I think are fucking awesome. Since I've been dealing with this stupid long COVID stuff, it's not been as frequently, but you can still see my awesome photos from, like, that's going to be my last time at the current trunk space with Jer playing there, which was amazing. Fucking David K. The Solutions, Susie True, Spicy Mayo, all fucking amazing. Go read why, see why, the pictures I include there, and also go through the backlog, see some of the other awesome stuff. But yeah, so another thing. Oh, and there is a store link in the menu bar. Pick up an Every Show Joe shirt for other shameless plugging and support me that way. The other things to mention, of course, is the music underneath. This week, I went with Shovel and Garage Rock, some fucking high energy. Most songs, high energy, fucking amazing garage rock here out of Phoenix. Shovel with the song Milkweed is one I put underneath here. And then, yeah, other things I like to mention at the beginning of every episode is, of course, fuck racism, fuck sexism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck all that bullshit of hate, dehumanization, removing people's just basic human rights. It's bullshit. I almost stopped there because I finished the book. Oh gosh, my brain is Bikini Kill, Kathleen Hanna. There we go. I eventually, but I finished that book, and man, fucking, she went through a lot, and she included a lot of her stories of trauma, and man, everyone should read that book. I just put that out there, but fuck, it's a really good book, and you should go read it, and we're gonna go there. But other things, of course, I like to throw out ways that we can be proactive, get involved, do stuff. Like, also been throwing it out the top because Arizona's not only got that stupid, we've repealed it. I think it's still in effect for like 30 to 90 days or whatever, and a 15-week abortion ban, but access to reproductive services, there we go. should be there for everyone, and the right to choose you and your medical professional. And so I like to throw out there the Arizona for Abortion Access.org. They're there with the petitions trying to make sure we get it codified as a constitutional amendment that you have choice with your reproductive systems. So throwing that out there at the top here. And then, of course, there's also links there to the Phoenix Metro section of Black Lives Matter and their activities, Poder in Action, ACLU you get involved with. 1 in 10 is one in there that I got for just because they're doing the valiant fight there. Also, of course, Stop AAPI Hates in there, FirstNation.org for Indigenous and Native American. Bunch of stuff, including one you're going to see at Punk Rock Bowling, a link to Punk Rock Saves Lives. They got their Hogs and Heifer stuff, so go check out those bills too. Those are really cool. But yeah, so they're helping with mental health, and there's a bunch of stuff. My brain is apparently failing me right now. But yeah, also Abortion Fund of Arizona there for information and a good source for making those choices. But of course, the other thing this show is about is supporting your favorite music, your favorite musicians, and the best, simplest way is to go buy their merch, go buy their music from their merch booths, from their websites. It's the most direct, simple way. I throw up Bandcamp, even though hopefully it's still got a future, because it's also amazing. But yeah, and flash this awesome Indie War picture again. But yeah, go buy the merch, go buy their stuff, and their skateboards and hoodies and all that fucking amazing stuff. Of course, also NEVA, National Independent Venue Association, NEVASSOC.org. They've got an emergency fund for independent venues, and they're also helping trying to represent the interests of your favorite independent venues in our current form of government. So throw that out there. And yes, then we'll start with shows not tonight, but for Friday the 24th, which I found even more than I mentioned last week, so just pay attention. But we got a bunch of fucking shows to tell you about going on around Phoenix and Arizona. And we'll start at the top because I'm going to miss these guys. Coyote Tango's playing their last show, and that sucks because they're awesome. But they're playing with City Mouth, Dos Argents, and Electrosad, so they have a fucking great bill to do it with over at Easy Tiger Bar, 7 p.m. Fucking, man. Gonna miss you guys, but also go send them off in style. Also, day 6 of 7 of the Trunk Space shows, closing ceremonies. Gonna be Treasure Mammal, which you heard underneath last week's episode, Paper Foxes, King Summer, Smooth Hands, Celeste, and Wallace Hound. Trunk Space, where they ask kindly a mask inside there, 6 p.m. And then we got more. We got the Meteors with Blue Elephant and 7 Snakes, Fixed Reaction, and the Boogeyman, they're just Boogeyman, at the 44 for your Westsider, 7 p.m. We got By the Apollo with the Louis on Tour, Salt River Suburbia, and the Maybe Next Year's Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. We got Dead Bob, Lung, Mike, and the Molotovs, who is teasing their brand new album, More Music. That's crazy, and I can't wait. That's the Now Underground, 7 p.m. Got Decker with the Melrose, with the Lonesome Wilderness, that last exit live. That one's 8:30 p.m. We got VinFest Day 1. Happy birthday to Vincent Sprague. Hopefully that's how Sydney Sprague's pronounced. So hopefully it's pronounced Choke Chain, Red Drummed, No Way Back, and Tackless playing night 1 at Chopper John starting at 9 p.m. Got the Color 8 with Shrink Ray, Crescent Ballroom, 8 p.m. and get one of those amazing burritos. Doesn't matter which one you prefer, the bean and cheese. I prefer the carne asada, I'm just going to say it. But amazing burritos. Got Mr. Impunicado bringing Scott at Cave Creek once again at Janie's Coffee House, 7:30 p.m. Got Fruition with the Senators of Valley Bar, 7:30 p.m. Got Durango, Kiss the Alarm, and Vertigo. I fixed that one at 414 Mesa, 6 p.m. We've got down in Tucson, and I'm fixing typos here as we go, Faya with Birds and Arrows, and Tonight's Sunshine at Club Congress, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Yes, I think I know. Tucson. Okay, we're brain flubbing it, but you get it. And then, of course, what I like to call Day 0 Punk Rock Bowling starts with the just club shows, which I will be in Vegas, hopefully watching All in Bad Cop and Catching Knot, and I think there's more awesome. That's a really good show. At 8 p.m. At least around 8 p.m. to start. If you're hanging at home and looking for something awesome, of course, Scott Klopstein of littlest man band of once the Real Big Fish, of just being awesome, over there on his Twitch 9 p.m. stream and twitch.tv/Scott Kloffenstein. Then Saturday, and I'm sad I'm going to be missing some of these. We got Cheek Face. There we go. I'm already missing it. But yeah, Cheek Face. You can get Tita at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Fucking go check out Cheek Face. I'm just going to put it out there. But if you're not going to go check out Cheek Face, because there's many options, and I understand. Different music tastes. There's different folks. We got Faya playing Phoenix, of course, Joan of Arkansas, who I fucking love, and Vicky Vicious, and the Stains are also awesome over at Yucca Tap, 7:30 p.m. And then the final day of the old trunk space, of the old second trunk space. I guess that's it. Anyways, it's day 7 of the closing ceremonies at the current trunk space. And it's going to be Breakup Shoes, it's going to be Diners, it's going to be Dog Breath, the Senators, Agnia del Carmen. They're all playing a stripped down set, as it says on there, over the trunk space, where they still ask kindly a mask inside. Also, they do have free parking. There's a code. Go mention, or they should have it also on their social media, so go check that out for a heads up. And then more. There's more. We got DRI with Authors of Fate, Warhead, Atomic Warfare, and Source Pain at the Nile Theater, 6 p.m. Got the Quakes, first show in 3 years. How about that? But the Quakes are amazing, and they're playing with the DeVillains, who are also just fucking awesome, at Rips Bar, 9 p.m. There's more. We got Microwave with Origami Angel, Heart Attack Man, and Carpool Tunnel at the Van Buren, 7 p.m. I'm Origami Angel. I know I mispronounced that. But that's over there, 7 p.m. It's not Monica's birthday shenanigans, her birthday show. Happy birthday, Monica. That's going to be with Sewer Gap, Critical Miss, Palindrome, Mitsu, Subspace, and Crank Lab Explosion at Ground Zero Studios. Hit up a musician or band for the address, 7 p.m. Got VinFest Day 2. We got more birthday with Jam Now, Taylor Glasheen, Lords of Van Buren, and the Bellwethers at Chopper John's, 8 p.m. The return? I haven't seen their name in a while. Dr. Delicious is back, though, playing a record release at Last Legs Live. It just says their name, so we're putting it on there. 8:30 p.m. And Jason DeVore's over Tim Finnegan's Irish Pub, 9 p.m. Plus, I threw it on the list. Day 1 of the main festival, which is Descendants, Billy Bragg, Lagwagon, Bad Cops, Scatolites, Madball, and more in downtown Las Vegas, starting around 2 p.m. So, yeah, if you're looking for an escape for Memorial Day weekend, there's some awesomeness. Only like a 4-ish hour, 5-ish hour drive away. Just saying. And then Sunday, though, we got Angelo Moore of Fishbone with the Steaks with OG Quinto over at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. And then that's really all I found here in Phoenix. And of course, day 2 with Devo, Rockin' the Crypt, Subhumans, Catbite. Oh, I fucking didn't even mention that in my intro. Go see Catbite. The Chats, Destroy Boys, Nice, and more at Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas, 2 p.m. Plus, of course, if you're hanging at home, and if they're home in time, because they're playing Friday night in Vegas, so we'll see. But keep an eye on By Me Bambi's Twitch. They might be streaming 2 p.m. over there, twitch.tv/ByMeBambi. Monday, there was nothing, but, you know, if you're in Vegas, there's some people that are like, stop talking about it. I'm sure. But yeah, day 3, the final day, Madness, bucket list. Go Bordello, English Beats, Stiff Little Fingers, Quicksand, Bratmobile, Kate Clover, and more. Downtown Las Vegas, 2 p.m. Yeah, go check that out. Fucking awesome bill. And I fucking love doing that pilgrimage and hoping my energy will one day let me do all of it again. It's like a punk rock vacation. I can't talk it up enough. And then Tuesday, we got Cosmic Psychos with Zeke, Surf Through Death, Rebel Lounge, 7 p.m. And if you're hanging at home, Chris Murray's usually doing his Blue Beat live stream over on his Facebook, 5 p.m. Plus, By Me Bambi should be home by then, 7 a.m. You'll catch them on the stream if they are not nursing any kind of hangovers or anything, bright and early. And Wednesday, we got Mind's Eye with Freako and Practically People at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Museum of Light with Bovine Fury. I put them on here twice. And the Room Tree at Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. So at least 3 beds. Scott Kloffstein, of course, streaming mornings, 9 a.m. over on his Twitch. And then Thursday, we got Held Out with Something Outrageous, Arsenic Kitchen, Rat Sissy, Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. There's Girlwood with Fairy Bones, another fucking local favorite, over at Last Exit, 7:30 p.m. Got Cottonmouth Kings with some favorites of the local scene, Urban Life and Crispo and Vibes at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. And yeah, the other morning stream with Scott is at 9 a.m. if you are looking for something to stream while you work or whatever you might do in the morning. And then Friday, we got Guitar Wolf, that's one of those club shows there's so many good overlaps. But they're coming to Phoenix Friday with Hans Condor, there you go, and Scorpion vs. Tarantula, our own here in Phoenix at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Jason DeVore doing an awesome record release of, what was it, number 3 or 4? He's doing a solo record, a new one, and it's coming out with a record release. And you got Gabo of Fayuka and Damn the Weather playing there at Falk House, 7 p.m. Brought to you by the Antibacteria Cafeteria and Double Helix Records. We also got the Homie Show with 10 Ply, Bertha Monsters, Skeleton Army, and Thrash Can and Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. Zombies with another album release this Friday night, this upcoming Friday night. The Maya in memory of and Pub Rock Live, 7 p.m. Dante and Laura Jean with Golden Boots. Tom Molbeck and the Ambassadors down in Tucson at Club Congress in their plaza area, 7:30 p.m. And then, 9 p.m. Scott Clawson's usually streaming for you. So there you go. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like scrolling, make sure I didn't miss anything, because that is a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna be traveling and seeing what I can pull off of Punk Rock Bowling. So if you are there and you see me, say hi. I'll try to figure out what I can do energy-wise, and hopefully it'll be more than last year. Fingers crossed. I think that's really the best thing I can see. Ooh, there we go. Make sure. I guess that's it. So, a day early for you guys. There's your next 7 days of shows, though, and show suggestions. I think you'll probably fucking enjoy. And until next week, guys, have fun. Be safe out there. Of course, Uber, Lyft, whatever, if you're drinking. And, take care.